One moment, just one moment, can change the entire direction of your life. But the question is, when that moment stands right in front of you, will you recognize it? Or will it slip through your fingers, gone forever? Today, I'm going to reveal the secret that could become the greatest turning point of your life. And if you understand it, your tomorrow will be unlike anything you've ever imagined. If you're watching this, it means heaven has a message with your name on it. Some moments in life feel like they blend into the background. They are quiet, forgettable, passing so quickly that you hardly notice them. They don't demand much of you, and they don't leave much behind. And then, there are other moments. Moments that seize your attention and refuse to let go. Moments where something in your spirit knows this changes everything. If you've ever felt that restless stirring in your soul, if you've ever wondered why you've been through what you've been through, if you've been sensing that something is coming, but you can't quite name it, I want you to hear this with absolute clarity. God says, this is the moment you were prepared for. And when I say moment, I don't just mean a brief window of opportunity. I mean a divinely appointed intersection in your life where your preparation meets God's timing. It is that point where all the trials, all the tears, all the lessons you didn't ask for suddenly reveal their purpose. But here's what we have to confront. Not everyone sees their moment when it comes. Not everyone is ready to seize it. Some people stand right in the middle of their divine opportunity and let it slip through their fingers because they were expecting it to look different, to feel different, to come when it was easier, safer, or more convenient. Life will not stop and wait for you to decide if you are ready. When the moment comes, you either step into it or you watch it pass you by. Maybe you know someone like this. They had a dream. They had a vision. They even had the skills. But they hesitated. They waited for a better time. And the moment, that one defining, God-ordained moment, passed. Years later, they still talk about what could have been. I don't want that to be your story. Your moment may already be here. And if it's not here yet, it's coming sooner than you think. The challenge is, it probably won't look the way you expect. We imagine that when our big moment comes, it will arrive with fanfare. We'll feel instantly confident. The path will be obvious, and the risk will be low. But that's rarely how God works. Think about David. His moment came in the form of a giant who had been mocking an entire army. Every soldier saw danger. David saw destiny. But he didn't come to the battlefield looking for it. He was just delivering bread to his brothers. The opportunity came wrapped in something ordinary, inconvenient, and intimidating. Think about Esther. Her moment didn't arrive as a glamorous opportunity. It came as a political crisis, a decree of death over her people. She could have stayed silent. She could have stayed safe. But she realized that maybe, just maybe, she had been placed in her position for such a time as this. And think about Moses. His moment came when God called him to confront Pharaoh, the most powerful ruler in the world. But Moses didn't feel ready. In fact, he tried to argue with God about why he wasn't the right person for the job. Your moment might come as a problem no one else is willing to solve. It might come as an open door that scares you half to death. It might come when you feel the least qualified. That's because God doesn't choose moments based on your comfort. He chooses them based on your calling. And here's the truth. If you wait for the moment to feel safe or easy, you will miss it every single time. Faith is not built in comfort. Faith is built when you step into something bigger than yourself, something that forces you to rely on God in ways you never have before. But let's go deeper. Think about everything you've been through, the hard seasons, the disappointments, the delays, the prayers you thought went unanswered. None of it was wasted. Those late nights you stayed up working on something no one else believed in? That was preparation. The friendships that ended, the betrayals that cut deep, that was preparation. The doors that slammed shut, the opportunities you thought you lost forever, preparation. The days you had to keep going when you wanted to give up, preparation. Every season, every challenge, every heartbreak, all of it was shaping you. But here's the danger. Many people go through preparation and never realize it. They spend so much time grieving what they lost that they miss the strength, wisdom, and endurance they gained. Yes, you might have lost money. Yes, you might have lost time. Yes, you might have lost relationships you thought would last forever. But what did you gain? Maybe you gained clarity about what truly matters. Maybe you gained a level of persistence you didn't know you had. Maybe you learned to depend on God more than you depend on yourself. God's preparation is often invisible while it's happening. It's only when you step into your moment that you look back and see, that's why I went through it. But being prepared isn't enough. Plenty of people are prepared but never step into what they were made for. And the reason is fear. Fear is the silent thief of destiny. Fear of failing. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of leaving the safety of what you know. Fear will tell you that you're not ready. It will replay your past mistakes. It will magnify the obstacles until they feel insurmountable. It will convince you to wait for a better time, a perfect alignment of circumstances that never comes. And the enemy knows he doesn't have to destroy you if he can distract you. If he can keep you endlessly preparing but never moving, he's already won. Every day you delay is a day someone else waits for the blessing God intended to deliver through you. So, how do you push past fear? You step into alignment. When your choices match God's word, when your actions match His timing, when your heart matches the strengths and gifts He's placed inside you, things begin to shift. Alignment is like wind in your sails. You still have to steer, but you're no longer rowing against the current. When you're aligned, you know which doors to walk through and which ones to leave closed. You stop chasing every opportunity that pops up because you know the difference between a distraction and a divine assignment. But alignment isn't about adding more to your life. It's about removing what pulls you off course. And that's where the hard choices come in. Sometimes stepping into your moment means letting go of relationships that keep you stuck in old patterns. Sometimes it means breaking habits that comfort you but keep you small. Sometimes it means releasing the old version of yourself that can't survive in the new season God is calling you into. Letting go is not easy, but holding on to the wrong things will cost you the right future. If your hands are full of the past, you can't receive what God is trying to place in them now. When you let go, you make room. Room for new opportunities. Room for the right people. Room for God to move in ways you couldn't have orchestrated yourself. And when that room is there, your moment comes. Suddenly, opportunities appear where there were none. The right doors open at the right time. The resources you thought you'd never find start flowing in. And you realize you are living in the moment you once prayed for. But here's the thing about that moment. It's not about your comfort. It's about your calling. God doesn't elevate you so you can relax. He elevates you so you can serve from a higher place. Your success isn't just for you. It's a tool to bless others, to build something that lasts, to impact lives beyond your own. This is the moment you were prepared for. It is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of the next chapter. So, don't delay. Don't doubt. Don't let fear steal it. Step into it and watch what God does next.